Welcome to Boni's Life, where we delve deep into the critical issues shaping our world. In this episode, we embark on a comprehensive analysis of China's meteoric rise as a technological superpower. We will dissect the advancements in key sectors, from artificial intelligence and semiconductors to aerospace and defense, providing a data-driven, fact-checked perspective on this transformative global shift. We will also draw comparisons with the United States to provide a clearer picture of the evolving technological landscape. For decades, the United States has been the undisputed leader in technological innovation. However, a new contender has emerged, and the speed and scale of its progress are undeniable. China's ambition is not merely to catch up, but to lead in the technologies that will define the 21st century. This episode will explore the strategies, breakthroughs, and challenges that characterize China's technological journey. We will examine the intricate web of government initiatives, private sector innovation, and military-civil fusion that underpins China's tech strategy. Our analysis will be grounded in the latest data and reports from credible sources, ensuring an objective and insightful exploration of this complex topic. So join us as we unpack the realities of China's technological ascent and what it means for the future of global power dynamics. Artificial intelligence is arguably the most transformative technology of our time, and the race for AI dominance is a central theme in the US-China tech rivalry. While the United States has historically led the charge, China's progress in recent years has been nothing short of astounding. The 2025 Stanford AI Index report provides a nuanced picture of this competition, revealing a landscape where the US still holds a quantitative lead in some areas, but China is rapidly closing the quality gap and even surpassing the US in others. In 2024, US-based institutions produced 40 notable AI models, more than double China's 15. However, this numerical superiority is only part of the story. The performance gap between US and Chinese models on key benchmarks like MMLU and human eval has shrunk from double digits in 2023 to near parity in 2024. This indicates that Chinese AI is not just growing in volume, but also in sophistication and capability. Furthermore, when it comes to the sheer volume of AI-related research and intellectual property, China has taken a decisive lead. In 2024, China filed over 35,000 AI-related patent applications, a staggering 13 times more than the United States. This surge in AI development is not happening in a vacuum. It is fueled by a concerted national strategy, epitomized by the AI Plus initiative launched in 2024. This ambitious program aims to integrate AI across all sectors of the Chinese economy, with a target of a 70% adoption rate for new generation intelligent terminals by 2027 and 90% by 2030. This top-down approach, combined with massive government investment, creates a fertile ground for AI innovation. In contrast, the US relies more on private sector investment, which, while substantial at over $100 billion in 2024, is a different model of development. Public perception of AI also differs starkly between the two nations. In China, a remarkable 83% of the population views AI as more beneficial than harmful, compared to just 39% in the United States. This widespread optimism in China likely fosters a more permissive environment for AI development and deployment, with fewer societal headwinds to navigate. This is a critical and often overlooked factor in the global AI race. China's AI ambitions extend beyond the digital realm. Beijing has made a strategic bet on embodied AI, believing that true AI dominance will be achieved through systems that can operate autonomously in the physical world. This focus on AI-powered robotics is already bearing fruit, with China leading the world in the deployment of industrial robots and making significant strides in the development of humanoid robots. This is a long-term vision that could have profound implications for manufacturing, logistics, and even warfare. Finally, China is not just developing AI for domestic use, it is also actively shaping the global conversation around AI governance. In 2025, China released its AI Action Plan, a 13-point roadmap for global AI governance that includes a proposal for a global AI cooperation organization. This proactive stance on AI diplomacy signals China's intent to be a rule maker, not just a rule taker. in the international order of this new technological era. The semiconductor industry is the bedrock of the modern digital economy, and the competition for leadership in this critical sector is fierce. For years, the United States has held a dominant position, particularly in chip design, with American firms commanding a 46% share of the global market. However, China has embarked on an ambitious and costly campaign to achieve self-sufficiency in semiconductors, a move driven by both economic and national security concerns. The results of this campaign are starting to reshape the global semiconductor landscape. A major breakthrough came in 2025, when China's Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, SMIC, announced it had successfully manufactured 5-nanometer chips without using extreme ultraviolet EUV lithography, a technology for which the West holds a monopoly. This was a significant achievement, as it was widely believed that producing chips below the 7-nanometer node was impossible without EUV systems. SMIC's innovative use of ultra-deep ultraviolet DUV equipment, combined with a technique called self-aligned quadruple patterning, SAQP, demonstrated a viable, albeit more complex and costly, alternative. These 5-nanometer chips are already powering high-end smartphones like the Huawei Mate 60, which notably beat Apple's iPhone 15 in launching satellite call capabilities. This breakthrough is a testament to China's determination to overcome Western export controls and its ability to innovate under pressure. It also highlights a key aspect of China's strategy, a willingness to invest heavily in alternative technological pathways to circumvent choke points. While the US continues to pour billions into advanced semiconductor research and development, China is pursuing a dual strategy of both catching up in cutting-edge technologies and dominating mature node chip production. China's capacity for producing these less advanced but widely used chips has grown more than 4 times faster than global demand between 2015 and 2023. To fuel this ambition, China has launched a massive $47.5 billion semiconductor fund, a clear signal of its long-term commitment. The goal is to achieve approximately 50% self-sufficiency in semiconductor equipment by 2025, a dramatic increase from just 13.6% in recent years. This includes not just chip manufacturing but also the development of domestic chip-making equipment. In September 2025, it was reported that SMIC was already testing the nation's first self-built DUV machine, another crucial step towards a fully independent semiconductor supply chain. China is also making strategic moves to control key materials in the semiconductor supply chain. The Chinese government is actively positioning its firms to dominate the global market for polysilicon, a critical material used in chip manufacturing. This is a long-term play that could give China significant leverage over the global electronics industry in the years to come. The chip war is far from over, and the United States still holds significant advantages, particularly in chip design and access to the most advanced manufacturing equipment. However, China's rapid progress, driven by a combination of massive investment, strategic planning, and a relentless pursuit of technological independence, is undeniably changing the balance of power in this critical industry. The emergence of a truly independent and competitive Chinese semiconductor industry would have profound implications for the global economy and the future of technological innovation. While the world's attention has been focused on the terrestrial competition between the US and China, a new space race has been quietly gathering momentum. China's space program, once a distant follower, has transformed into a formidable force, achieving a series of remarkable milestones that challenge the long-held dominance of the United States. From a permanently crewed space station to historic lunar missions, China's celestial ambitions are reshaping the future of space exploration. The crowning achievement of China's human spaceflight program is the Tiangong Space Station, a permanently crewed orbital outpost that stands as a testament to the nation's engineering prowess and long-term vision. While the International Space Station, ISS, has been a symbol of international cooperation for over 2 decades, Tiangong represents a new era of independent space capabilities. In a dramatic demonstration of its operational readiness, the China Manned Space Agency successfully handled its first in-orbit emergency in November 2025. When the Shenzhou 20 spacecraft was damaged by suspected space debris, a backup spacecraft, Shenzhou 22, was launched within a record 16-day turnaround, showcasing a level of responsiveness that impressed observers worldwide. This one launch, one on standby protocol has been validated under the most demanding circumstances, proving the robustness of China's human spaceflight infrastructure. Beyond low Earth orbit, China has set its sights on the moon. The Chang'e lunar program has achieved a string of historic firsts, including the first ever soft landing on the far side of the moon with the Chang'e 4 mission. In 2024, the Chang'e 6 mission successfully returned nearly 2 kilograms of lunar samples from the far side, a feat never before accomplished. These missions are not just for scientific curiosity, they are strategic steps towards a long-term lunar presence. China is also pushing the boundaries of space-based technology, achieving the first ever daytime Earth-to-Moon laser distance measurements with its Tiandu-1 lunar orbiter. Looking ahead, China's space ambitions are only growing. The 15th Five-Year Plan, 2026 to 2030, includes plans for the Chang'e 7 and 8 lunar missions, as well as the Tianwen 3 mission, which will likely target Mars. China is also opening its space station to international astronauts, with the first cohort expected to come from Pakistan, a move that will expand its geopolitical influence in the space domain. The expansion of the 3-module Tiangong outpost is also in the works, further solidifying China's long-term presence in space. The United States, with its rich history of space exploration and its ambitious Artemis program, remains a formidable player in the new space race. However, China's rapid progress, driven by a clear long-term strategy and a steady stream of impressive achievements, has made it a credible challenger. The competition is no longer just about flags and footprints. It is about establishing a sustainable presence in space, controlling strategic locations, and harnessing the vast resources of the cosmos. The new space race is well underway, and China is a contender that cannot be ignored. China's technological ambitions are not confined to the civilian sphere. They are also fueling a rapid and comprehensive modernization of its military. The People's Liberation Army (PLA) is no longer a force reliant on sheer numbers. It is increasingly a high-tech military leveraging cutting-edge technologies to project power and challenge the existing global security order. From hypersonic missiles to AI-powered drones, China's advancements in defense technology are a clear indication of its intent to become a world-class military power. Perhaps the most striking example of China's military technological prowess is its development of hypersonic weapons. In November 2025, a private Chinese aerospace company, Lincoln Tianxing Technology, announced that it had begun mass production of a low-cost, high-performance hypersonic missile, the YKJ-1010. Capable of reaching speeds between Mach 5 and 7, this missile is not only fast, but also smart, with autonomous guidance, evasive maneuver capabilities, and a planned AI swarm coordination feature. What makes this development particularly disruptive is its cost. The company claims the YKJ-1000 is produced at just 1/10 the cost of traditional missiles, a feat achieved by using automotive-grade chips and civilian materials. This breakthrough signals a fundamental shift in defense manufacturing, moving from high-cost specialized programs to low-cost, large-scale, and autonomously intelligent systems. This development is not an isolated incident. China is widely considered to possess the world's leading hypersonic arsenal, a capability that poses a significant challenge to existing missile defense systems. The United States, while still investing heavily in its own multi-billion-dollar hypersonic programs, is now facing a competitor that can not only match its technological sophistication, but also potentially outproduce it in terms of sheer numbers. The container-based launcher for the YKJ-1000, which resembles a standard shipping container, adds another layer of complexity, allowing for mobile and easily concealed deployment on land or at sea. China's military modernization is also being driven by a deep integration of artificial intelligence. The PLA is fully embracing AI and unmanned systems, a fact that was on full display at the September 2025 Victory Day Parade, which showcased a range of AI-powered drones and other advanced weaponry. This is a direct result of China's national strategy of military-civil fusion, which aims to leverage the country's vibrant commercial technology sector for military applications. An analysis of over 2,800 AI-related defense contracts reveals the extent to which civilian tech is powering China's military advancement. This rapid technological advancement is backed by a sustained increase in military spending. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI, China's actual defense spending was estimated to be around $318 billion in 2024, with steady increases observed in both 2024 and 2025-24. While this is still less than the US defense budget, the focused nature of China's investment, combined with its lower procurement costs, means that it is getting a significant return on its investment. The implications of China's military technological rise are profound. The PLA is rapidly closing the technology gap with the United States and is even surpassing it in certain areas such as hypersonic weapons. This is not just about a regional power struggle. It is about a fundamental shift in the global balance of military power. The dragon's sword has been forged in the fires of technological innovation, and the world is now grappling with the consequences. In the realm of telecommunications, the race to develop and deploy next-generation networks is a critical battleground for technological supremacy. While the world is still in the process of rolling out 5G, China has already set its sights on the next frontier, 6G. With a strategic state-led approach, China is positioning itself to be a dominant force in the development and standardization of this future technology, a move that could have far-reaching implications for the global digital economy. China's 6G ambitions are not just theoretical, they are backed by a substantial and growing body of research and development. As of November 2025, China has identified over 300 key 6G technologies, with more than 100 in an advanced stage of development. This is not just a numbers game. It is a systematic effort to build a comprehensive intellectual property portfolio that will give China a significant say in the global 6G standards. This proactive approach is a lesson learned from the 5G era, where Chinese companies like Huawei, despite their technological leadership, faced significant geopolitical headwinds. To accelerate its 6G development, China has already established the world's first 6G field test network, a project led by the Beijing University of Post and Telecommunications. In July 2024, a major milestone was achieved with the successful demonstration of a communication and intelligence fusion 6G outdoor field test network, which verified that existing 4G and 5G infrastructure could be leveraged for 6G transmission. This is a crucial finding as it suggests a more evolutionary and cost-effective path to 6G deployment. At the heart of any wireless technology is the chipset. And here too, China is making significant strides. In September 2025, Chinese scientists unveiled the world's first 6G chip, capable of delivering mobile internet speeds exceeding a staggering 100 gigabits per second. While still in the early stages of development, this breakthrough is a clear indication of China's intent to be a leader in the hardware that will power the 6G era. This is a direct challenge to the dominance of Western companies in the mobile chipset market. China's 6G strategy is not just about technology. It is also about building a global coalition. The Chinese government has united over 100 domestic and foreign companies in its 6G development efforts and has actively invited global firms to participate in its technology trials. It has also established cooperation agreements with Europe's 6GIA and the Republic of Korea's 6G Forum, a move designed to build consensus and avoid the kind of technological bifurcation that has characterized the 5G rollout. While 6G is still on the horizon, with market entry expected around 2030, China's early and aggressive investment in this future technology is a clear indication of its long-term strategic thinking. The country's vision for 6G goes beyond simply faster speeds and lower latency. It is about creating a fully integrated and intelligent network that will underpin a new generation of applications, from autonomous vehicles and smart cities to holographic communication and the Internet of Everything. The race for the 6G frontier has begun, and China is already off to a running start. Beyond the headline-grabbing fields of AI and semiconductors, China is also making significant strides in a range of other emerging technologies that will shape the future. Two areas that deserve particular attention are quantum computing and robotics. In both of these domains, China is demonstrating a level of ambition and progress that is rapidly positioning it as a global leader. Quantum computing, with its potential to solve problems that are currently intractable for even the most powerful supercomputers, is a technology with profound implications for everything from medicine and material science to finance and cryptography. China has made quantum computing a national priority, and its investments are starting to pay off. In March 2025, Chinese scientists unveiled the Zhuchongzi 3.0, a 105-qubit superconducting quantum computer prototype. Just a few months later, in October 2025, this machine was deployed for commercial use, a significant step in the transition from theoretical research to practical application. This rapid pace of development is also reflected in the intellectual property landscape, with China leading the world in quantum computing patents in 2024. In the field of robotics, China is not just a leading manufacturer, it is also a hotbed of innovation, particularly in the development of humanoid robots. With over 150 companies operating in this space, the Chinese humanoid robotics industry is booming so much so that the government has warned of a potential bubble. This intense competition is driving rapid advancements. In November 2025, Xpeng Robotics unveiled its Iron Humanoid, a robot with remarkably smooth and human-like movements. At the same time, Chinese researchers have developed the WOW system, the first self-evolving world model that teaches robots to think and move, a crucial step towards creating truly autonomous machines. 7. This focus on robotics is not just about creating futuristic gadgets, it is about fundamentally transforming the Chinese economy. Robots and AI are already remaking Chinese manufacturing, with AI models like PortGPT developed with Huawei being used to optimize operations at ports. The deployment of industrial-grade humanoid robots for border patrol by UBTech Robotics is another example of how this technology is being applied in real-world scenarios. When viewed in the broader context of China's technological ambitions, these advancements in quantum computing and robotics are part of a larger pattern. China is not just trying to catch up with the West, it is actively seeking to leapfrog it in the technologies that will define the next century. With 70% of the world's granted AI patents and 75% of global patent applications in clean energy technology, China is demonstrating a level of innovation that can no longer be dismissed. The quantum leap and the rise of the robots are not just isolated trends. They are integral parts of China's grand strategy to become the world's preeminent technological superpower. Our journey through the landscape of Chinese technological advancement reveals a nation in the midst of a profound transformation. The evidence is clear and compelling. China is no longer a follower, it is a leader, and in some cases, the leader in the technologies that will shape the 21st century. From the intricate dance of AI algorithms to the silent hum of semiconductor fabs, from the celestial ambitions of its space program to the disruptive power of its hypersonic missiles, China is forging a new technological world order. The comparisons with the United States are both inevitable and illuminating. While the US still holds significant advantages in areas like private sector investment in AI and chip design, the gap is closing, and in some areas, it has already been reversed. China's state-led, long-term approach, combined with its massive investments and a relentless focus on technological self-reliance, has created a formidable innovation ecosystem. This is not just a story about technology. It is a story about power. The rise of China as a technological superpower has profound implications for the global balance of power, the future of the global economy, and the very nature of international relations. The world is now entering a new era of bipolar technological competition, a reality that will shape the geopolitical landscape for decades to come. As we have seen, the dragon's ascent is not without its challenges. The sustainability of its investment-led model, the potential for a bubble in some sectors, and the ongoing geopolitical tensions with the West are all significant hurdles. However, to underestimate China's technological capabilities would be a grave mistake. The nation has demonstrated a remarkable ability to innovate, adapt, and overcome obstacles. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into China's technological revolution. We hope this analysis has provided you with a clearer, more nuanced understanding of this critical global trend. Be sure to subscribe to Boni's Life for more in-depth explorations of the issues that matter. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.